Hi folks, Tim here again from High-End Cheap Tech. Today I have two things to whine about. I don't have any stuff to review. It's a Sunday, but I am going to review a reviewer. Now this is Pristine Tech. This guy does excellent reviews on products. He was one of the people I looked at when I was kind of researching the mobile G3, the new mobile G3. And so last night I went back in to his channel because he comes up all the time. You can see him over here popping up here and there. The Huawei Mate 10 Pro. Great phone. Excellent review. I got to about 16 minutes and 19 seconds into it. He has one problem, and that is the first half of our video. And hopefully he will have noticed my comment, which I put under myself. Never use the phrase "you know" as long as you do videos. If I knew, I wouldn't be here. My dad pounded that in my head and my brother's head when we were kids. We'd come home from school, he'd go, "What'd you learn in school today?" And I'd say, "Well, we did some math, you know." He'd go, "No, I don't know." He'd give us cut us off. And he was a cop, and he used to do the same thing with witnesses. People he pulled over, he'd go, "Why did you run the stop sign there?" We're like, "Well, I was coming down this road, you know." And he was like, "No, I don't know. Let's assume I don't know it. Just tell me." So if you're doing a video review of anything, and I'm not picking on this guy directly, like I said, I would subscribe to him. And if you can handle hearing, you know, I'm going to keep watching this video, so I'm just not going to have it go ding and subscribe. He pops up all the time. He does excellent reviews. He's really good. He might even end up on my list of reviewers I trust. He just has to lose those two words that we use during when we've lost our minds for a second. You know, you'll hear it when I just said, you know. I think I did. Maybe I didn't. But occasionally you will hear me pause. Like that. Really long pause. That's because I'm thinking of what to say. Now, that was an intentional long pause. Sometimes I'm just lost because I don't write a script up. I just wing it. I talk and I talk and I talk. And sometimes I get lost where I was at. It happens. I'm old. He's not old. But, you know, it's kind of like going, and then you want to say, you know. And don't say you know to people who are watching your video, because if they're watching your review, they don't know. So, end of the grammar stuff. So now we're going to move on to marketing hype and sheer stupidity of, the public. I watched a video very early last evening, and it was old. It was from a CBS reporter doing a TED Talk, all about astroturfing and the marketing circle. And she gave out how to say it, hypothetical situation that you might hear about, and how things end up in the media and on the internet and then get wrapped. Astroturfing is what she calls that. And I heard that, and all that hit me was, wait a damn minute. we've been getting hit by this, where I have noticed it. I watch a lot of tech videos. And lately it's been a lot of phone videos because that's the latest tech. Because most of these guys that I watch don't cover other stuff. But you will see. This is my personal list, by the way, that you're looking at. These guys. And most of them have made my, list of reviewers I trust. There's one. There's one. There's one. There's one. Nope. And there's one. And that's pretty much it. The way you get there is you don't hype me. You don't throw me crap before it even come out and then tell me you can't tell me specs. I'm just unboxing it. I got it a week early. So let's go through and see. Here's a Huawei P20. 2 months ago. A month ago. 2 weeks ago. Okay, he's had it for a while. A month ago. 2 months ago, yeah. Oh, heavy hitter, 3.8 million. 2 months ago, another heavy hitter. Only 84,000 views, but he got one early. This guy, a month. So he probably bought his. And it says a month ago. Okay, let's move on. The OnePlus 6. This is the worst. We can go right through this from the top. Let's just go right to the top. All right. 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. Heavy hitter. 2 weeks ago. Heavy hitter. 2 weeks ago. Heavy hitter. 2 weeks ago. Big heavy hitter. 2 weeks ago. Heavy hitter. These are guys who get lots of views on YouTube, have lots of subscribers. Lots and lots and lots. 2 weeks ago. Now, I can tell you for a fact of the guys I watch, and some of those folks I pointed at are probably on my list of people I watch because they do okay videos. I just am not subscribing to them, or I'm not going to add them to my list of reviewers I trust because they're part of the cycle of marketing. First part of the cycle, it goes out to all those reviewers. They all get your pre-production, or some of them are lucky enough to get production units. Depends on who they are. And at a certain time, on a certain day, within like 2 to 4 hours, every one of them will have a video up about how fantastic this new phone is. Okay, you're not going to see that on a budget phone. Because, oh, God forbid, you don't need a budget phone. You don't need a flagship, which is actually the dumbest term I've ever heard for a bleeding edge piece of technology, because actually I was in the Navy and the Admiral usually sits back in a cruiser, which is not the main target of the enemy, and certainly not the bleeding edge the aircraft carriers are. He's on a heavy cruiser. He's got some big guns to defend himself and keep away the flies, which are not going to bother him. So, that all being said, let's get back to the right thing. Now, here's Ben's Gadget Reviews. Now, that was 3 weeks ago. And Oppo is part of the same company as OnePlus. Now, Ben gets stuff earlier than everyone else. And people are like, oh, how does that happen? Well, it's because Ben lives right across the harbor, or river, or channel, or small stretch of ocean from China. He lives in Hong Kong, by the way. There's the Queen Elizabeth. I just gotta throw that in there. I was kind of curious about it. She burned up apparently in '72. That's Hong Kong back there. Ah, kind of cool. It's not that far away from China. You can get to Shenzhen, and he's done some stuff from Shenzhen, like the other day on the Xiaomi Mi 8. But he was actually at the unboxing, or the, not unboxing, the press release. And they let him get a little bit of hands-on with one of them for maybe 3 minutes. And he pointed out he'll do a review once he gets one. I'm willing to bet there'll be a ton of guys getting a Xiaomi in places where you can order them, because you can't really buy them in the US for usually several weeks, or you'll have to order them from overseas. I'll bet you in Europe, though, we're going to see some reviews. I mean, I already saw one on Tech Tablets. He didn't do a review, but he did an announcement. Even though he's in Spain, he put up a bunch of pictures and talked specs. Now, I do subscribe to him. He is one of the reviewers I trust. But he's pushing the limits there. It's nice that he mentioned he's getting one. But let's not fall for the whole marketing hype. First off, these big high-end reviewers leave out so much crap when they do reviews. It's ridiculous. Yeah, there are guys I watch. Red Skull's pretty good. AMD Tech, Andrew Murphy, or David, I don't know how I'm pronouncing his name for sure. He just says, this is Andrew at AMD Tech when he comes on. But Andrew will give you all the specs, all the upsides, all the downsides, and he'll mention the little things. Like, I watched a review the other day and some guy was complaining about the camera mount. You know, I put a comment in on his YouTube channel. I said, well, doesn't it come with a TPU case? Which he, took out and threw aside. Hey, here's a cheap TPU case. Well, that TPU case was about the same thickness that the camera mount was. No, the phone didn't wobble around. I mean, the TPU case is not going to protect the cameras from the fact that if you drop it on the ass end, the backside, but it will protect the glass. Probably not the camera lenses, because they're still right there. Hopefully, they're reinforced a little. A lot of these guys ignore that TPU case. Gel case, call it what you will. One of my pet peeves. If it comes with a case, put it on during the video, show it to them, and say, yeah, it doesn't look as pretty with this on, but you know what? This ain't a Ferrari you're driving down the road trying to show off. What you're trying to do is use the front of it, under the hood part. The processor, the screen, the snappiness. Does it work? Does the fingerprint reader work? How it looks? Meaningless. And that is all I have right now. But the point is, don't get snowed in by the hype. Every time you start seeing leaks about a new product, be aware and pay attention. You're going to see all the heavy hitters get that new product a little bit earlier than everyone else, and they're going to snow you into buying it. Even though in some cases they're going to come right out and say, I can't tell you all the specs on this, but it looks pretty darn good. It's really good. Because they're restricted. I'm sure they all get a little letter that says, this is what you can tell people about. Here are the basics. And this is either a pre-production unit or a final production, but we don't want you releasing it before we talk about it at our big show in New York or Shenzhen or Taiwan or Singapore or New York or LA, whatever. You know, they don't want their glory burst. But don't fall for the hype, folks. Relax. Before you buy a new phone, wait at least a month. See the real reviews on it. It might be an absolute piece of dog poopy. Some of them are. And get over the fact that, the cameras are so fantastic on this. Are you a professional photographer, or do you take snapshots of the kids and the grandchildren, your wife, and the house? Yeah. Well, so why do you need a camera that will take pictures in the pitch black of space, 3 million light years from Earth, and show the stars perfectly clear? You know. I'm just saying. Get the best thing you can get that'll get what you need done. That's why we're here to tell you. We're here just to get the job done, not to ever promote anything. I mean, occasionally, like the other day, I talked about the new mobile G3 versus the blue PureView. The blue PureView is considerably cheaper, $70. And when you're only dealing with a range of 200 tops, it's a good chunk of change. But one of them, the more expensive one in this case, was clearly the better choice. It's still my choice if I buy a new phone. So, all that being said, subscribe to the channel, like this video, pass it on, share it, follow us on Twitter, and that's all I got. Thanks, and have a happy Sunday. Holy crap, it's only 7:31 a.m.